Welcome back. We're getting closer to installation. Now, a pair of these lengthy boards will be glued to the inside of the sideboards so that I can rest the bed rails upon them. Dry fitting first, always a smart thing to do. Before I go much further, more about those boards that I glued to the inside of the sideboards. They were about 2 inches wide, and I planed them nice and smooth. So if you glue all those surfaces, and they were about, the length of the bed, of the sideboards, if you glue them up, they're going to hold forever without any kind of fastener. They're fine. What I'm using instead of a clamp, because I don't have a 5-foot long clamp, is 2-inch nylon webbing inside this ratchet. And that's a pretty hardy ratchet. I wouldn't say it's heavy duty, but it's affordable and hardy. First, glue. And who doesn't love to watch glue being applied? If I were to start whispering here, it would be like that ASMR stuff. Kids these days with their rock music and their ASMR. Ha! I don't normally like to use an excess of glue. There's a certain level of pride involved in getting a very thin layer of glue to do the job because you worked hard to get the joints to really mesh, right? But I don't know if you saw that or not, but the glue is soaking right into this oak. The pores on this board, in particular, I guess, were huge, and the glue didn't stay on the surface. It got soaked in, which is probably good. And I must say, that joint went in too easily. Let me explain. See, the thing about woodworking pride is that the joint is supposed to take all the strength of hitting it with your hat to get it in. And that went in a little too easy, and I attributed it to being lubricated with glue. But that joint broke almost immediately after it was installed. And it could be for one of two reasons. The first reason, it could have been just a bad joint. The second reason is, I was taking these upstairs to the master bedroom, and I really cracked the leg against the step. And I'm wondering if, because it wasn't cured yet, that it actually broke the glue inside. Combination of both. Bad joint and trauma. Alas. The ratcheting method, I think, is a European continental method. And it really does work. It really does pull things together in the same way that a clamp does. But it's unwieldy, as you can see. It's clumsy, and it takes time. So you need time in order to do this method. But it works, as you can see. For me, at this time, that's a pretty good joint. And for all of you who love watching glue being applied, here's a second instance. And a second instance of 2-inch nylon webbing and a ratchet being used to clamp. I am John David Duke Jr. I am the wool gathering woodworker. May all your tools be sharp, and may the grain always rise in your direction.